Hello, I am Deepak and I'm going to sing a beautiful song by Mukesh, Aansu Bhari Hain Ye Zindagi, from 1958 movie Parvarish. Music was by Dattaram, Wadkar and lyrics by Hasrat Jaipuri. In this movie, Thakur Jaswant Singh, Nazir Hussain and his wife Lalita Pawar have no children. Finally, she becomes pregnant and gives birth to a son in the hospital. At the same time, there is another woman, a Nautanki dancer, also gives birth to a son. Suddenly there is fire in the hospital and there is a lot of confusion. This dancer tries to run away from fire, but she gets electrocuted and dies. In all the confusion, nurse puts both the infants together in one crib, and now nobody knows whose son is who. So the doctor tells Jaswant Singh that, look, the mother is dead, you should take both the children home. Against his wish, he does that. Lalita Pawar is very happy to take care of both the kids. When they go home, people start making fun of Jaswant Singh. Hey, you brought a child of a Nautanki dancer. In those days, they were looked down upon as, inferior caste. So Jaswant Singh is very upset and he wants to kill both the boys to end the misery. But again, Lalita Pawar prevents him from doing it, and she brings up both the boys with love. At the same time, suddenly a man, a mama, arrives. He's the brother of the dead Nautanki dancer, and they let him stay in his home, and he trains both the boys in music, playing instruments and singing. That's how the story starts. Soon, they both boys grow up. They are very well educated, they are very decent. Now, there is a friend of Jaswant, Harnam Singh. He has a daughter, Asha, played by Mala Sinha when she grows up. He has gone on a long trip for many years to abroad, and he returns. Now the Mala Sinha has grown up, so also Raja or Raj Kapoor and Ramesh or Mehmood, they all have grown up. And Jaswant and Harnam Singh have decided to marry off Asha to their son, but they are confused as to who is the Jaswant's son. So they are in a dilemma, and people are laughing at them. So Harnam Singh is very upset with Jaswant and he insults him in the front of everybody. So Raj sees this and decides to leave home. What he does, he steals some money from the safe, goes to a bar and starts a fight. He gets arrested. Next day, police calls Jaswant saying, your son is arrested and he did this and that. Suddenly, a tube light strikes in Jaswant's head. Oh, this guy who did a bad thing must be the son of that Nautanki dancer. So I have nothing to do with him. And he sort of cuts off all the relation. And Jaswant and Harnam decide to marry Ramesh to Asha. Now, Asha is driving a car and suddenly hits Raj Kapoor while he's walking, Raja. He gets injured a little bit. She takes care of him, and soon they fall in love, and they sing the song Masti Bhara Hai Sama. Then Mehmood or Ramesh notices that these two guys are in love with each other. So he tells Harnam Singh that, look, you are arranging marriage, but I'm not going to marry your daughter. He does not give reason, but he loves his brother. So he says that Asha is like a sister or a bhabhi for him. He's not going to marry her. So Harnam is really upset and mad. He goes upstairs and he suddenly gets like chest pain and he collapses, falls down, goes to the hospital. There he needs blood. Somehow it happens in Hindi movies. Raj Kapoor donates blood to him and he survives. But he's very upset when he realizes that Raj Kapoor has donated blood, because he said, how can I take blood of a Nautanki dancer? But the doctor and Asha explained to him that the blood may be from here or there, it's same. And eventually Harnam Singh realizes that yes, I should marry my daughter to Raja because they love each other. Now, Jaswant Singh is very mad. He brings a gun to the wedding ceremony and tries to shoot Harnam Singh. But again, Raj Kapoor or Raja intervenes. He gets hurt in his left shoulder by a bullet, but he does not die. And then Jaswant Singh realizes his mistake, that look, my son is a noble person. It doesn't matter whose son he is. He's my son, and Lalita Pawar's son. Both are my sons. And he said he feels that, or he agrees that, it is not who the parents are, what their profession is. It is how these children are brought up. That is the most important thing. So let's listen to this beautiful song, Aansu Bhari Hain Ye Zindagi, by Mukesh from this movie. Very beautiful song. जीवन की राहें कोई उनसे कह दे हमें भूल जाए, आंसू भरी है ये जीवन की राहें, कोई उनसे कह दे हमें भूल जाए, आंसू भरी। वादे भुला दे, कसम तोड़ दे वो, वादे भुला दे, कसम तोड़ दे वो, हालत पे अपनी हमें छोड़ दे वो, ऐसे जहाँ से क्यों हम दिल लगाए, कोई उनसे कह दे हमें भूल जाए, आंसू भरी है। बर्बादियों की अजब दास्तां हूँ, बर्बादियों की अजब दास्तां हूँ, शबनम भी रोए मैं वो आसमां हूँ, उन्हें घर मुबारक हमें अपनी आहें, कोई उनसे कह दे हमें भूल जाए, आंसू भरी है ये जीवन की राहें, कोई उनसे कह दे हमें जाए, आंसू भरी है. Thank you very much.